These are sunflowers that were planted about a month ago. They're starting to come up. I was doing an experiment over here to see what would happen if I plant two of them next to each other versus when they're standing alone. And so far, they're growing at the same rate. I don't see any difference. Over here we got blackberry, raspberry, red currant. I want to say pumpkin. That's pumpkin. We got some garlic growing over here. Butternut squash behind that. Tomatoes, and that's a cherry tree. A very young one, but that's cherry. Over here I'm conducting some more experiments as a part of an extension of this legume part. We got basil and chilies that were transplanted into here. With some wildflowers that are planted as well. But here you can clearly see the nutrient deficiency in the soil. Here I'm trying to see what happens if I just throw on some compost and put down some spinach and lettuce. There's some mustard growing as well, a bit spread out. Tomato plants here growing a bit so and so, not giving a lot of fruit, but that just it goes to show that there's not a lot of available nutrients in the soil. But these monsters, look at these radishes. They're all growing quite nicely, actually. I'm not sure why they're bigger over here and get smaller as you get closer to the edge. We got some carrots, coriander. That over there is marigold. We got parsley and a head of lettuce that was really tiny, and I just put it there just to put it in soil, and it's grown into a monstrosity and it's now giving flowers, and I'm tempted to just leave it there and throw the seeds into the ground. Here are the legumes, all mixed up, beans and chickpeas and stuff like that. And some basil, and again, look at that. It looks very sad. I need some proper compost up in this mother lover. The English ivy is doing very well over here, growing like a lunatic. Check this out. These runners shooting off to the side. It looks fantastic. We got mint over here. Doesn't really require any skill. This is more fertile soil because it's underneath these trees, which have been dropping delicious stuff over the years. And I just popped in some lettuce and spinach. They're growing quite nicely. Random fig cutting. It's not doing that well, but again, it's just an experiment. We got started on the cuttings a bit too late, and we didn't care for them as much as we should have. This is still the anonymous tree. We don't know what it is. If you know, if you have any idea, drop a comment. My peas, they're just chilling here. And these were just stuff that I took from the house several months ago. Just to get them out of the house. I didn't want to throw them away. So they're just growing up nicely here. Radishes and some carrots over there. Over here, I planted 2 rose bushes. This one is very slow to take off. I'm not sure why. But the other one has some growth on it. And that's about it. I would have really loved to done a lot more than this, like putting solar panels and finishing up the renovation, but none of that has been possible due to the shutdown and everyone being quarantined. But this is where we are today on the 6th of April. All right, I'll catch up with you later.